Mohamed Bazoum is a Nigerian politician who has been president of the Nigerian Party for Democracy and Socialism since 2011. He served in the government of Niger as Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1995 to 1996 and again from 2011 to 2015. He was Minister of State at the Presidency from 2015 to 2016 and was Minister of State for the Interior between 2016 and the summer of 2020, when he resigned to focus on running for the 2020-21 presidential election. Bazoum won the second round of the presidential election with 55.75% of the vote against former President Mahamadou Usman. Bazoum will be the first Differ Arab president of Niger, as he is set to be sworn in to take office on the 7th of April, 2021. Bazoum served as Secretary of State for Cooperation under the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation in the transitional government of Prime Minister Amadou Chaifu from 1991 to 1993. He was elected to the National Assembly from the special constituency of Tesker as the PNDS candidate in a special election held on the 11th of April 1993. This followed the cancellation of the initial election in Tesker, held in February, after the January 1995 parliamentary election, which was won by an opposition coalition of the National Movement for the Development of Society and the PNDS. Bazoum became Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation in the government of Prime Minister Hama Amadou, named on the 25th of February 1995. He was initially reappointed to that post after Ibrahim Baya Manasra seized power in a military coup on the 27th of January 1996. But he was replaced in the government named on the 5th of May 1996. The PNDS opposed Manasra, and on the 26th of July 1996, Bazoum was placed under house arrest along with PNDS President Mamadou Issoufou. A few weeks after the 1996 presidential election, he and Issoufou were released on the orders of a judge on the 12th of August 1996. Bazoum was arrested along with two other major opposition politicians, including MNSD Secretary General Hama Amadou, in early January 1998, for allegedly participating in a plot to assassinate Manasra. He was never charged and was released a week after his arrest at the 4th Ordinary Congress of the PNDS, held on the 4th to the 5th of September 2004. Bazoum was elected as its vice president. Bazoum was again elected to the National Assembly in the December 2004 parliamentary election, and during the parliamentary term that followed he was third vice president of the National Assembly and vice president of the PNDS parliamentary group. Bazoum was one of 14 deputies who filed a censure motion against Prime Minister Hama Amadou on 26 May 2007. Amadou's government was defeated in the subsequent no-confidence vote on the 31st of May. And Bazoum praised the maturity of the political class of Niger that has just put an end to the mandate of the team which specialized in the predation of public funds. After urging the people to boycott the August 2009 constitutional referendum, Bazoum was briefly detained and questioned for 2 hours on the 14th of July 2009. Bazoum was re-elected as PNDS vice president at the party's 5th Ordinary Congress, held on the 18th of July 2009. Following the success of the referendum, he characterized it as a coup d'etat, and said that the October 2009 parliamentary election was an electoral farce intended merely to add a democratic polish. President Mamadou Tanja was ousted by a military coup on the 18th of February 2010. Bazoum said on the occasion that, "This is exactly what we were afraid of. A military resolution. Tanja could have avoided this. As one of the leading members of the Coordination of Democratic Forces for the Republic, an opposition coalition, he said on the 23rd of February that the CFDR wanted Tanja to be put on trial for high treason because he had abrogated the 1999 constitution in his efforts to remain in power. According to Bazoum, such a trial was necessary to deter future leaders from pursuing a similar course. He said that the junta should hold Tanja until democratic institutions were in place, and then Tanja should be tried. Although he also said that he felt the death penalty would be unnecessary. after Mamadou Issoufou won the January to March 2011 presidential election. He stepped down as PNDS president in March 2011. Prior to his swearing in accordance with the requirement that the head of state not participate in partisan politics, Bazoum took over as acting president of the PNDS. Issoufou took office as president of Niger on 7 April 2011. And Bazoum was appointed to the government as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Cooperation, African Integration, and Nigerians Abroad on 21 April 2011. Bazoum was moved to the post of Minister of State at the presidency on 25 February 2015. The move was viewed as allowing Bazoum to focus on leading the PNDS in anticipation of Issoufou's bid for re-election in 2016. He was elected to the National Assembly in the February 2016 parliamentary election. After Issoufou was sworn in for a second term, Bazoum was appointed as Minister of State.